Come on, up to Daisy, Mr. Webb. Come on.
Shall I take the top end?
Oh, yeah, great. We get a wet end.
I thought you was taking me out.
Here we go.
I thought this was your own.
Oh, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Gary! Gary, get his feet. Get his feet.
Sorry.
You got him.
Good result, Rob.
Show your relief how to do it, Sarge.
You got your IRB written up yet? Not yet. Well, you better get on with it then.
Oh, what's the beast?
Well, shut up then. Who brought Webb in?
358, Sarge.
McCann.
Sorry, Sarge. Rob,
Tony?
well, you were dead.
Nah, rumour, mate.
Okay, Mr. Webb, you know the routine.
I told the fellow you wouldn't be wanting me, but he wouldn't believe me.
New boy, Mr. Webb. He hasn't had the pleasure yet, has he?
Yeah, as soon as we got him in the van, Sarge.
You'll need a change of clothes then, won't he? Reason for arrest?
Drunk and incapable. I found him wandering around in the middle of the road, dodging traffic. He nearly got run over.
Should have left him there, lad.
Well, I thought he was a danger to the public and to himself. He was threatening suicide.
He's been doing that for years.
I had to nick him, Sarge.
Yeah, all right, Gary.
You want to lay off the paddy juice, Peter? I'll be in the canteen, Sarge, if the DS wants me.
You haven't been transferred over to us, have you?
What? Your amateur outfit?
Premier League, mate.
Yeah. Keep nicking the winos. Leave the real police work to us, eh?
Who's he?
Rob the gob. You don't have to worry about him.
He's all right. He's a good bloke.
Mr. Coombs,
Sonny, all right?
home visit.
Sussing me out, yeah?
Right, Gary. Got a nice little job for you. Get him in that. You might need this.
Sarge!
So, Mr. Coombs, you want to join the Metropolitan Police?
Yeah.
What is it that appeals to you about the job?
I don't know. Steady job, secure, pays well. That's exciting, I suppose.
Anything else?
It's just I've always fancied it, nicking people and that. What I mean is upholding the law.
It's not all nicking people. A lot of it's paperwork.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I know you have to put pen to paper occasionally. Mind you, my spelling ain't great. I can handle it. Interference.
Yeah, battery's playing up.
You want to use them long life ones.
So how do you see the role of the police in the community?
Well, it's law and order, innit?
Is it?
Well, you've got to have order, haven't you? Otherwise, what you've got is disorder. So the way I see it, people have a right to get things. You know what I mean? Nice car, nice house, stuff like that. Well, it's democracy, innit? And people have got a right to protection. And that's where we come in.
We?
The police.
And what about those people that don't have such material possessions? What would you say to them? How do you think they'd see you?
My advice? Get a job. You don't get nothing unless you work for it.
All right, Gary.
Oh, hi, George.
You made the mistake of arresting Peter Webb.
Oh, news travels fast.
It's not gossip, mate. I can smell him from here.
Yeah, all right.
You didn't fall for Boyden's wind-up, did you? Paper suit? Bog roll? Oh, no, I don't believe it.
Well, he was in a right state, George. He was going to kill himself.
Yeah, from drink. See you later.
Thanks very much.
So when do you reckon I'll hear then?
Well, it's very hard to say, Mr. Coombs. I mean, at the end of the day, I make the recommendations, but it's not down to me. I shouldn't hold out too much hope.
Yay!
There's only 1358.
1358. There's only 1358.
Yeah, all right. Joke's on me.
What'd you do with his clothes, Gary?
Please, don't ask.
There we go back a long way, don't we, Rob?
I knew Tony when he still had L plates and acne.
Could have a laugh then. Not like now. Top brass have lost their bottle.
Giving in to the public, haven't they?
Yeah, when you think of all the money they spent on the corporate image, doing up the front of the stations and that, and you still can't find a radio that works.
And how are you today, my lovely?
I'm fine, Mary. How are you?
I'm fine. Watching the children, seeing them grow. You know, the cottage pie is very good.
Well, I'll have that then.
He's well in there. Free spotty dick for life.
Talk the same language, don't they?
No, he's all right, Gary.
Bloke's got to learn.
Ooh, who pulled your strings, Kathy?
Not you, that's for sure.
Don't say that. You love me, really.
Mind if I join you?
Ooh, I don't know, eh? Shall we let him?
We had to disinfect the ankles of you.
Oh, it did stink, didn't it?
595.
You should have dumped him in the park.
Who?
Well, it's not our job to deal with nutters, is it? Not worth the wrist work, if you know what I mean.
You got any chips? I don't know. Where do they get these people?
340.
Mr. Oyalami?
Sergeant Maitland?
Hello.
Come in, come in.
Nice place you got here.
We do our best. Sergeant Maitland? My wife, Jennifer.
Pleased to meet you, Mrs. Oyalami.
Jennifer.
Oh, I've not come at an inconvenient time, have I? You're not expecting someone?
My wife thought you might be hungry.
Oh. Thanks very much.
Rabbit food. Letting the side down, Kath.
Admittedly, I don't have your constitution, Tony.
Central eating for pigs.
Keeping in trim for anyone special, Kathy?
Yeah, the commissioner.
Yeah. Fancy it.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind stir-frying her wok.
Do us a favour.
Remember Porky Peterson?
Yeah, right to have a lard.
Lived on double fried egg and bacon butties. Hey, 5 in one sitting.
5.
No kid.
Bet he was fit.
And what would you know about it, eh?
Gary's right. Got to look after yourself these days. Stress and all that.
Never had any stress in my day. My day, you got on with it. And for your information, Porky was a good thief-taker.
Yeah, but life lived at a faster pace these days.
Don't talk to me about pace.
Well, you never had so much drugs then. Auto theft. There weren't so many firearms around. Jobs are more dangerous today, much quicker rhythm.
Pooh. And there's not a lot we could teach you about rhythm, is there, sunshine?
Well, you've either got it or you ain't.
Well, don't give it me. I don't want it. Oh, what's wrong? Can't take a joke? You'll get worse than that out there, mate. You better get used to it.
No, you better get used to it.
What?
People like me wearing a uniform.
Yeah, all right, Gary. Let's change the subject, eh?
You think you've got a right to wear that uniform, do you?
I've earned it.
What, not yet out of probation?
I suppose you were born with a truncheon in your pocket.
Got to start somewhere.
Yes, but for some of us it's easier. For some of us they got rid of the height requirement, got rid of the brain requirement, lowered standards.
What does that mean?
You know what it means.
Spell it out.
Oh, you can spell, can you? Hey, lads, we've got an intelligent one here.
Look, I've got a degree in history and politics. What have you got?
20 years in.
Tea, anyone?
So do you think I got what it takes to become a PC?
Ideal candidate. Thanks.
The thing is, I've been very dedicated to the ambulance service. We work quite closely with you guys.
You do a good job.
What swung me was seeing one of your blokes talking down a suicide. Brilliant he was.
What I want to know, Sergeant Maitland, is why aren't there more black policemen?
Jennifer.
I want to know.
No, it's all right. Well, I think you probably know the answer to this already.
My younger brother was stripped naked and searched for drugs. And why? Because he had a broken rear light on his car. That's why.
I told you, Jennifer, that was probably an isolated incident. I expect Joseph gave the officer some lip
I take it you have some reservations about your husband joining the police force.
Just a few.
My wife is concerned because she believes everything she reads in the papers.
Declan! You know as well as I do that the police are racist.
Mrs. Oliami, there are 28,000 officers in the Met. Well, there's bound to be one or two undesirables.
So why, if my husband walks through that door in uniform, will he be seen as a traitor?
By whom?
The neighbours, the community. Who do you think?
You've got a point. The Met is working at ways to improve its image. There's a divide between how we're perceived and how we actually are. And we need people like your husband to bridge that gap.
Pioneers.
Guinea pigs.
I think it's only fair to say at this point that if you do have strong reservations about him joining the police, then, well, it pretty much puts pay to his application.
I will back my husband 100%, whatever decision he makes. But what I do want is for that decision to be informed.
How about if I were to send one of our young black PCs round to have a chat with you? Might put your minds at rest.
There's no need to, Sergeant, really.
It's my life too, you know. You can think about me.
I do think about you. I think about the money and the security. And me, I think about the job.
Look, I think you should discuss this a bit more between yourselves.
It's okay, Sergeant Maitland. You send your young PC round. Maybe he can change the damn fool's mind.
Come on, Dave. Better hit the road. Must be some epic you're writing there, Rob.
Just thinking of the overtime. Hey, Kathy, you wouldn't fancy helping me with me spelling, would you?
If you want. Getlost.
Give us a lift up to the high street, Tony.
Yeah, sure.
Nick a brother for me.
What was that?
You heard? Nick a jig.
You what? Come on, leave it out, you two. Come
Grow
on.
up, sunshine. I was nicking slags while you were still filling your nappies.
You ain't got the bottle leak.
Druggies, muggers, bag snatchers. Give them a can of spray paint. They're happy. Not even your better class of criminal. You've got to decide something, McCann. You're either one of us or one of them.
When I'm convinced you're sober, you can go home, so just keep quiet, all right?
I want to die, Mr. Boyden. I feel suicidal every time I step outside the house.
Well, don't step outside the house, then.
You don't understand.
No, I don't. I'm not paid for that. So just shut your mouth, sober up, you'll be home, and we'll all be happy.
John.
Sir?
Got anything interesting?
Yeah, Declan Oyalami. Mid-20s, fit, intelligent, good attitude.
Ambulanceman.
His wife's got some doubts about his ambition, but I thought I'd send young McCann round to have a word with him.
This is exactly the type of gentleman we want to recruit. Good for community relations. In fact, I wanted to have a chat with you sometime about how we could get more Declan what's it's to apply.
Oyalami, sir.
Exactly.
Fine.
Yes. Are you doing anything now?
Well,
Good, good. Come to my office and we'll go take a roll.
No thanks.
So, your parents are from St. Lucia?
My mother is.
I have an uncle who lives in Castries. I don't suppose...
I've never been there. Look, I don't want to be rude or anything, but what exactly do you want to know?
The truth.
Truth.
What's it like?
In the police. Oh, it's a good life. The pay's good. And actually, you feel as though you're achieving something.
Precisely.
Well, take today, for instance. There was this drunk standing in the middle of the road, dodging traffic. And it may not seem like much, but if I hadn't been there, if I hadn't taken him in, he could be under a lorry by now.
Sure, great. But how do you fit in?
Sorry?
With your fellow officers, how do you fit in?
Fine.
So nobody did anything?
Well, they stopped a fight, that's about it.
So leech mouths off and nobody does anything. Typical. Right. What's all this about Leach?
What about him?
Well, he's your mate. You should have a word.
For what? For expressing his opinion?
He's a racist.
Aren't you?
No, I'm not.
Don't give me that. We're all racist to a degree.
Oh, yeah? And what degree are you then, Tony?
I ain't racist.
No. But you wouldn't want your daughter to marry one, eh? You're as bad as he is.
Look, George, I'm not saying I agree with Leach. In fact, I don't. But he's a good copper and he does have a point.
What?
Well, they have lowered standards, haven't they? I've seen one Asian plonk over on 7 area, 4 foot nothing. Well, what use is she in a puncher?
Because she's Asian or because she's a plonk?
Because she's a midget.
Don't be pathetic, Tony.
Anyway, what are you getting at me for?
Because I know what McCann's up against.
I like the geezer. I've got nothing against
I
him.
know you know he's a decent bloke, but he had to prove it, didn't he? Just like I had to prove it when I joined.
Here we go.
The only difference between McCann and me is that half the relief aren't trying to get their hand up his trouser leg.
I don't know. Let's Reg on this. We'll try it on with anybody.
Look, all I know is that Leach needs sorting out, right?
Go on, put it on.
I feel stupid.
Well, if you're gonna join, you gotta get used to it. It suits you.
Still, feels strange.
We'd have to move.
What's that?
We'd have to move. We couldn't stay here. People wouldn't trust us.
Jennifer, you know how much I want this.
Our lives could never be the same. Still, who am I to stand in your way? I'm only your wife.
We'll move. We'll move to a nice house in a nice area where there aren't any gangs and drugs.
And black people. My friends are here. People I know even when they're strangers because they're Trinidadian, St. Lucians, Jamaicans. Nice areas don't have that.
Of course they do.
But we create ghettos if we move out just because we've got a few quid in the bank.
Look, Declan. No one's saying it's going to be easy. Of course it's going to be tough.
Well, maybe you don't realise just how tough.
But it's part of the challenge.
This is our future we're talking about, not a game of rugby. Look, you tell me straight. You tell me you've had no trouble.
Well, there are some bad things.
Go on.
But all coppers get that.
From their own.
Look, in 5 years' time, I'll hope to make a sergeant. After that, maybe an inspector.
Well, that's good.
But all the way, I'll be fighting criticism that the only reason I'm there is...
Because you're black.
Exactly.
So you're going to stay where you are?
But if I do, they'll question if I ever had the right to wear the uniform in the first place.
I just feel there's so much I could give back to the community.
Yeah, there is. And the community will spit at you, call you names, maybe even try to kill you.
Sure, there's risk. But if you don't talk to people, don't communicate, don't try, where's the hope?
The hope is in people like you. People like myself. And I don't know about you, but that scares the pants off of me.
But I don't want you to change, Declan. I don't want to lose you.
I'll,
Ain't you sobered up yet?
Where's my mate?
Who?
He's the one who brought me here.
McCann?
Yeah, the black boy.
McCann, what do you want to see him for?
I want to leave him something in my will.
Why would you want to do something like that?
Because I'm going to die soon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
What?
Get smashed out of this skull.
Another day, another dollar.
You're the man with the opinion, ain't you?
What of it?
Well, maybe I don't like your opinion.
Up to you, innit?
Yeah, maybe you don't get what I'm saying. McCann is on my relief, get it? McCann also happens to be a mate of mine, right?
Right.
So maybe you should keep your views to yourself, or your own relief.
It's a free country, I'll say what I want, when I want.
Yeah? You could be reported, you know.
For what?
Attitudes.
Who's going to report me, eh? You, Tony Stamp, the plonk.
you make me sick.
Don't like my attitude, eh? Make you sick. I'll just chew on this. Next time you pull up a carload of jigs and one of them pulls a knife and holds it to your throat, eh? Who do you want on urgent assist? Eh? Who do you want? Me, 20 years in, or McCann? Think about it.
Result? I'd say he's given it a lot of consideration, Sarge.
Do you think he'll continue with his application?
I couldn't say.
You don't sound too positive.
I can't read minds, Sarge.
His wife put her oar in, did she?
I think maybe I did.
Oh, well. We did our best. Just have to wait and see. Oh, McCann. I think I should warn you. Conway's looking for new initiatives on how to recruit from the ethnic community. He may well be tapping you for some ideas.
But why me?
How many other PCs are there around with a degree? See ya.
Bob Cryer around?
You've got eyes.
Only for you, Cat.
He's gone up to the crime desk.
Good, because it's you I want to see.
I'm busy.
How about stick around till you knock off?
I'm not interested.
Come on, Kath. I'll treat you to a slap up down the Chinese garden. Bit sweet and sour, Peking duck, whatever you want.
You were well out of order with McCann, you know.
It was a joke.
I didn't hear anyone laughing.
I've got nothing personal against the lad. You know what it's like.
No, I don't.
Boyden had him changing Webb's nappy.
That's different.
Kath, I like you. You're special. Do you hear what I'm saying?
You know, Rob, I've got a feeling that somewhere inside there's a really nice bloke trying to get out. Shame you're such a bigot.
Is that a no, then?
What do you think? Nothing personal.
Your friend wants to see you. Webb. He wants to leave you a gold mine in his will. Probably his collection of empty vodka bottles.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, no. I'll get the doctor. You restrain him.
I told him. I said I told him what I'd do.
We'll get a doctor. You'll be all right.
I lost her, you see. I lost her.
You shouldn't talk.
It's drink that does it. I lost my wife, lost my job, all for the drink. And then I had enough. Couldn't step outside the house without trying to end it.
It doesn't do any good trying to bang your head against the wall.
Feels good now, though.
I suppose it's one way of getting noticed.
You're all right, you are. For a darkie.